Nobody came. Not my parents, not my maid of honor, not even my brother, who had once promised to walk me down the aisle if Dad couldn't. The pews at the chapel were empty, save for a few fellow soldiers who came out of respect. I stood there in my dress, the silence heavier than combat gear. And then my phone vibrated. A text from my mother. "We need to talk now," followed by 21 missed calls. I raised my glass anyway, forcing a smile, the crystal trembling against my lips. That's when I knew something inside me had snapped. Backstory family. That word used to mean something. Growing up, I was the quiet shadow in a house that revolved around my brother, Ethan, the golden child, the football star, the one who deserved everything. I enlisted, not because they wanted me to, but because I wanted to be more than invisible. My service, my rank, my scars, none of it mattered to them. To my parents, I was just the daughter. But still, I clung to hope. I believed that on my wedding day, they would show up, that they'd finally see me. Discovery of betrayal. They hadn't forgotten. They hadn't been delayed. They chose not to come. My maid of honor, my own cousin, sent me a photo from Ethan's engagement party. My entire family, smiling, dressed in gold and champagne colors, toasting to his future while I stood alone in white. It wasn't neglect. It wasn't an accident. It was betrayal. And my mother's text confirmed it. "We need to talk." Translation, "We need you to understand why Ethan will always come first." But I didn't respond. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I planned. Shift in mindset. You see, the Army teaches you discipline, how to control the fire in your chest until it burns clean, precise. My family thought I was weak because I never fought for attention. What they didn't know was that silence isn't surrender, it's strategy. If they wanted to erase me, I would make sure the world remembered me and forgot them. Execution of the plan. Step 1. Finances. Months before the wedding, I had added my name to my parents' lake house deed, paperwork they'd signed without reading, trusting their obedient daughter. Quiet power always works best. Step 2. Exposure. My father's company relied heavily on military contracts. I had the files, the receipts, the under-the-table deals he thought no one noticed. Who better than a soldier to notice? Step 3. Timing. Revenge without timing is just anger. Timing makes it justice. So, I waited. Climax and confrontation. The night after Ethan's engagement party, my mother finally got me on the phone. Her voice was calm, rehearsed. "We couldn't miss your brother's big moment, sweetheart. You understand." Sweetheart. That word made my grip tighten around the phone. I let her talk, let her justify, let her dig the knife deeper. Then, when she paused, I finally spoke. "You forgot to congratulate me, Mom. But don't worry, you'll remember me soon." Silence. The kind that tastes like fear. 2 days later, I sold the lake house to Ethan's ex-girlfriend, the one my family despised. I gave her a discount. A week later, anonymous documents landed on the desk of the Department of Defense. Every shady contract my father ever signed, every cut corner, every bribe. Within a month, his company was under investigation. And when Ethan called me, panicked because the engagement party photos had leaked online alongside headlines about his father's corruption, I simply said, "I raised my glass alone. Now you can too." Resolution and emotional release. They tried to call, tried to explain, but I had already blocked them all. Family doesn't forget you on your wedding day. Family doesn't erase you while smiling for cameras. I gave them what they gave me, absence. As I look back now, I don't feel regret, only clarity. They taught me that blood doesn't guarantee loyalty, that silence is sharper than screaming. And when my mother's last message slipped through before the block, "Why are you doing this?" I finally allowed myself to laugh. Because the truth was simple. I didn't destroy my family. They destroyed themselves. I just handed them the mirror.